Good morning. We're going to start with our do now. All right, so please, pencils up here. If you guys don't have one, please start with your sentence starters. All right, so I'm going to give you about 1.5 minutes to start on sentence starters, and then I'm going to start calling on people, okay? Please triple check your name is on your paper. Remember, if I find papers with no names, pencils are up there, sweetie. Then I throw them away. Sentence starter, sweetheart. All right, everybody ready? Do we get some sentence starters? Yes, no, maybe? All right, let's get started. So, like I said, today we're going to be doing our do now, our mindful moment like always, lesson 1.5, which is called The Rise of Civilizations. Today we're probably going to get only through 2 pages of your worksheet, and I'll talk about that more when we get there. And those papers at your desk are for that worksheet, okay? You need to sit closer, sweetie? All right. Yeah, the big ones. All right, so today is the 23rd. Please make sure you have your date on your paper. What are my sentence starters? What is a mortgage rate? How would I turn that question into a sentence starter? Emily R.
A mortgage rate is...
A mortgage rate is easy peasy. A mortgage rate is, please make sure you are leaving space for an answer. All right, number 2. Anywhere, sweetie. What is one benefit El Nino will bring to the U.S. this winter, Taylin?
One benefit El Nino will bring to the U.S. this winter.
Say it one more time, I didn't hear you.
One benefit El Nino will bring to the U.S. this winter.
Thank you. Very nice. One benefit, and I use benefit on purpose because that was our vocab word from last week. One benefit El Nino will bring to the U.S. this winter is, all right, and we've talked about El Nino before, so you guys should be familiar with that. And what is benefit? What is benefit before we do this, before we answer that? So last week we talked about benefit. What is a benefit?
Embedding is something that, like an advantage.
Yeah, something good, right? Something, an advantage, something good. We want something good. All right. And then I'm owing some Bobcat bucks. Thank you, Taylin. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Jeremiah. All right, and then number 3, how do dead plants help new farms grow? How do dead plants help new farms grow? Brooklyn?
Dead plants help new farms grow by...
Beautiful, thank you. Dead plants help new farms grow by, and then leave space for an answer. Our partner discussion we will talk about when we get there. Everybody has this? Yes? All right, thank you. Please remember, voice level 0 for your do now so I can give you your class points.
Okay.
Thank you. Of course, this isn't going to start. Let me restart this. It's so loud. There we go.
Hello, Sunshine. I'm Coy Wire. Welcome to CNN 10. Happy Motivation Monday to you. Remember that there's no such thing as overnight success. The best musicians, artists, athletes, doctors, you name it, they become great only after years of study and practice. So, as you pursue your greatness, remember the story of the Chinese bamboo. It's a seed that remains underground for 4 years with nothing peeking up above the surface until in the 5th year, after being watered regularly, it's now strong. And suddenly, it shoots up, growing 90 feet tall in just 5 weeks. Let's keep growing, y'all. We're going to start today with news about the housing market. It might not be the best time for prospective home buyers to get a loan to buy a home. That's because mortgage rates are nearing 8%. A mortgage rate is the percentage of interest that is charged on a home loan. Let's break it down by the numbers. For an 8% interest rate on, say, a 30-year loan of $100,000, the total amount you'd pay over 30 years would be more than $250,000. Interest rates change with economic conditions. Prices have climbed for the past 3 months straight, and there were fewer homes on the market in September than any September ever before. No wonder home sales just hit a 13-year low. Unfortunately, prices are expected to stay high, inventory is expected to stay low, and rates could climb even higher. ICE Mortgage Technology says that monthly mortgage payments on median-priced homes are more than $2,500, up 91% from 2 years ago, and that housing is the least affordable it's been since 1984. The last time home affordability was this tight, interest rates were over 13%, and the average home price was about 3.5 times the median household income. We'll keep you updated on the housing market right here on CNN 10. Now, pop quiz, hotshot. 10-second trivia. Which of these weather patterns is a warm phase, having weaker...
All right, before our trivia, what is a mortgage rate? What is a mortgage rate? Anybody catch that? What is a mortgage rate? Taylor?
Mortgage rates, how much interest rates still?
Yeah, so how much you're paying, how much interest you are paying on a loan. So when you buy a house, you need to take out a loan, okay? Unless you have like $500,000 lying around. When you take out this loan, they're gonna charge you interest because nobody's gonna let you borrow money for free, all right? So it's gonna be a little price for you to borrow money. And then, so that interest rate or that fee that people are gonna charge you to borrow money is called a mortgage rate. Thank you, Taylor. Oh, where's my purple marker? All right, so a mortgage rate is interest, the price of interest you pay on a loan. Okay, so maybe not something that you guys are dealing with yet, but definitely your parents, your guardians. All right, trivia. Which of these weather patterns is a warm phase, having weaker winds and warmer ocean water? Jessica? Yes, El Nino. And how do we know that? Because I put it right here. El Nino. Thank you. Yes, Sarah. Thank you, sweetheart. Which one? Can't see. Interest you pay on a loan. Thank you.
And warmer ocean water. Nor'easter, El Nino, La Nina, or Derecho. El Nino, Spanish for the little boy, is this irregular weather pattern that originates in the Pacific Ocean. El Nino, a natural ocean and weather pattern in the tropical Pacific, might shake things up for the U.S. this winter. It's looking like some areas might get a warmer, maybe wetter winter. But for those of us who love those snowy, wintry wonderlands, don't worry. Though we may be in for above average temperatures this winter season, we'll still get cold snaps. They just might not hit as often or hang around as long. More now from CNN's Karen Caifa.
Winter will be wetter and warmer in parts of the U.S. thanks to El Nino, a natural ocean and weather pattern in the tropical Pacific.
What typically can happen in those cases is that the U.S. And Alaska is impacted by much more air of Pacific Ocean origin, which is generally warmer.
That forecast, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA. But John Gottschalk of NOAA's Climate Prediction Center says you should still unpack the winter coats.
There will be certainly periods of below normal temperatures. There'll be those Arctic outbreaks. What we're saying basically is more that there may be less of them and of shorter duration potentially this year.
And the snow boots. El Nino brings the potential for more precipitation, especially in the northeast, where it could deliver 2 or 3 major snowstorms. An above average precipitation as rain, snow, or icy mix that's forecast from the plains to the southwest could be welcomed after a summer of extreme drought.
Overall, it could be very much a needed benefit relief for the drought conditions that are occurring in those areas.
Looking back on hallmarks of recent El Nino winters, the 2018-19 season saw the wettest winter on record for the U.S. mainland, according to NOAA, and a very strong El Nino during the 2015-16 winter contributed to the warmest winter on record for the U.S. mainland. In Washington, I'm Karen Capa.
Next up, a method of farming that could potentially...
All right, so did anybody catch that? What is one benefit El Nino will bring to the U.S. this winter, Daniel?
So it's like warming up the winters a little bit.
Right, so our winters won't be so cold. What else? Can anybody add to that, Brooklyn?
Be a little warm.
Huh?
Be a little warm.
It's going to be warmer. Cassie?
It's gonna be water.
There's going to be more water, so more rain. How is that benefiting us?
After like a summer of droughts.
Thank you. So this year was super hot, right? We had a drought. So now El Nino is going to bring lots of rain. Lots of rain. So one benefit El Nino will bring to the U.S. this winter is a lot of rain, which we need because of the drought we just experienced. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, last one. How do dead plants help new farms grow?
Provide us with more nutritious crops while putting more money in farmers' pockets. A lot of big farms in the United States rely on pesticides to battle pesky weeds, bugs, and diseases that can ruin crops, but they're not cheap. And maybe there is a safer way to protect the crops that we consume. CNN's Derek Van Dam went on a trip to Southern California to learn about something called regenerative farming, a method from the past that just may become the future of farming.
It was grown using what's called regenerative agriculture. It's farming practices which are centuries old, but getting new life thanks to small farms like Coastal Roots here in Encinitas, California.
This is what it's all about. Look at that.
That's fertile land here. Regenerative agriculture is a guiding principle centered around this stuff, soil, and its ability to repair itself, thanks to what's already living inside of it.
There is more microorganisms in this teaspoon of soil from this farm than there are people on the planet. Incredible.
A few hours north at McGrath Family Farm, it's plain to see the healthier the organisms, the healthier the crops.
And the more regenerative practice you do, the healthier those organisms are.
These microbes are what gives soil its ability to grow food. Current methods, fertilizer, tillage, pesticides, just disturbing the soil can kill these microorganisms and deplete the land. Instead, Inlakesh and Adam are putting life back into their farm's soil by rotating crops. So old, already harvested plants become the compost to feed new plants.
How are these dead sunflowers going to become food for the soil, right? So these organisms help break that down for plants. You can see like the roots of the plants are basically like our stomachs. And the more diversity of bacteria there is, the more organic matter, the healthier the plant is.
And instead of using synthetic pesticides, Adam McCurdy is recruiting locals.
Hey girls, they do a great job of eating pest eggs and then leaving the deposit. So they're preparing the soil.
McCurdy is practicing rotational grazing, where he carefully moves this livestock around from one crop to another to manage soil health.
So you see a crop that's here. Once this is spent, we're gonna bring those chickens here.
Your chickens are gonna come and help, decompose that food. They're going to fertilize the soil. In turn, you're going to create a new crop and wash, rinse, and repeat, right? I mean,
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Exactly.
Not only is regenerative agriculture better for the planet by moving away from harmful pesticides and fertilizers, but food grown this way can even be more nutritious, according to environmental scientists. It could also be more profitable for farmers in the long run. One study suggests regenerative cornfields were 78% more profitable than traditional models. It's a win-win, and so more farms and big businesses like McDonald's, General Mills, and PepsiCo are pledging to support and source from regenerative farmland.
Even those that are doing heavy tillage and grossing $200 an acre, as opposed to intensive growing like this, if you're doing it well, you can do $20,000 an acre, $50,000 an acre. So they even started to say, oh, yeah, preserve the microbes in the soil, like Granddad used to do.
But the cost to switch farming methods can be high, and it's still not widely used yet. McCurdy thinks more research is needed to upscale production and start systematic change. But he's hopeful.
Do you think that we can feed America with regenerative agriculture?
Absolutely. It's a holistic approach. It's about holistic regenerative community nourishment and management.
All right, before our 10 out of 10, which unfortunately is not that exciting today, how do dead plants help new farms grow? That was a lot of info, but how do dead plants help new farms grow? Daniel?
It helps them feel better other than the fertilizers and stuff which is hurting them.
Right. So if the dead plants break down, that's better than using fertilizers and the pesticides, right? Janelle, you want to add to that?
Dead plants help new farms grow by the microorganisms living in the dirt by feeding them.
Right. So when these new plants are breaking down, they're leaving these microorganisms in the dirt, and then we can use those to plant new farms. All right. Anybody else? No? We good? Okay. So dead plants help new farms grow by creating organisms that feed new plants. And like Daniel said, if we do this method, we don't have to use fertilizers or pesticides, which hurt the soil, and then don't let stuff grow as good or as fast, or it's not as profitable, because then we wouldn't have to pay for those things. All right, 10 out of 10. Thank you.
Today's story getting a 10 out of 10 is lit. This piece of literature was checked out of the Larchmont Public Library way back in 1933. And whoever got this book either forgot to return it or they were just really into it. The library just recently got a package with the book inside, nearly 90 years overdue. You'd think that the late fees would be astronomical, right? Well, thanks to the library rules, the fine was just $5. The book is called Youth and Two Other Stories by Joseph Conrad, published in 1925. A book fell on my head the other day. I only have my shelf to blame.
All right, thank you guys. Oh, him and his dad jokes. So, I know not as fun as when they show animals, but the book was 90 years late, which is kind of crazy. All right, our last one, our partner discussion. How do things becoming more expensive affect you? So this partner discussion is kind of tied to our mortgage rate discussion and how we've been talking about just the price of inflation and everything is going up, okay? So I'm gonna give you 1 minute to talk to your partners, your group. How do things becoming more expensive affect you? 1 minute on the clock, starting now.
So Dora, I answered all right answers. Based on partner discussion today.
Your partner answers.
All right, when y'all answer.
We won't have enough money to pay our rent or bills.
The answers over here by
Water.
electric, gas bill.
Wait, because gas is really high right now. So me buying gas, for me doing, let's like I'm like a 10 gas, I put more to empty. I gotta put in like $70, $100 into my car for some gas. That's expensive. And it depends what gas station I go to, because some be like $8, $7, $5, $6.
What is going to be my sentence starter for our partner discussion? How do things becoming more expensive affect you? Oh my gosh, these words are hard. Daniel?
My partner said it takes away more money and eventually you'll become poor.
That is one answer, and I like that you said my partner said, because that's how we are starting it. What else do I need to add to this sentence starter? My partner said. What else do I need here? Kim? Try it.
My partner said that when the price range is becoming more expensive, it affects us by.
Okay, great. So my partner said when prices are more expensive, when prices are more expensive, it affects them by or because. And then you are filling in that blank. So I'm going to give you 1 more minute to fill out your partner discussion and make sure your do now is done for the day. Okay, so you got 1 more minute. When it is done, please put it away. I will collect it on Thursday. Please be responsible for 3 days. So we are getting full credit for our do nows. Please make sure your do nows are away. We're going to have our quick mindful moment, and then we will get started for the day.
Wait, didn't we just get started for the day?
That's a do now. We're going to do our lesson now. We'll get our lesson started for the day. Daniel, you're close. You want to do this one for me today?
More.
Oh, you could do better than that.
Really?
Yeah.
You want me to try again?
A little bit harder, yeah. There you go. All right, everybody. We are going to do our mindful moment. You get your 3 points if we are quiet. Please remember that this is your brain break. You guys want to do breathing nose or breathing shoulders?
Breathing.
No baby laughing. We did baby laughing last week. Breathing shoulders. All right, Brooklyn. Breathing shoulders.
Breathing nose. How are we gonna breathe on our shoulders?
She's gonna tell you.
Is it a shame?
All right, 3 class points if we are nice and quiet.
For the next 3 minutes,
it's 2.
As you close your eyes, I invite you to focus your attention on your shoulders as they rise and fall with each breath. As you breathe in, noticing how the shoulders go up. And as you breathe out, noticing how the shoulders go down. When you find your thoughts focused on something besides breathing, gently bring your awareness back to the in and out of each breath and the feeling of rising and falling shoulders. Continue noticing the movement. And sensing anything else that's moving as you breathe.
All right, nice. Well, somebody wants to win their class points treats again. Very good. Please show me you are ready for your lesson for today by having empty desk. I need everything gone except for a pencil, something to write with. Eraser works too, thank you.
Super clean. What about a book?
No books. We're not doing books. All right. Janelle's table is ready to go. Here you go. When you get your paper, please put your name on it, date, and period. For the first one right here, so everybody's name, period, name, date, and period is on this paper? Yes, yes, yes. All right, I'm going to walk you through this whole packet. Do not worry about it. The first thing that we are going to do, it says, draw the perfect environment for a civilization to begin. So last week we were talking about agriculture equals civilization, yes? What does agriculture mean again? What is another word for agriculture? Cassie? Farming, thank you. So, having that in mind, draw the perfect environment for a civilization to begin, thinking that we need farming, okay? It says consider, you can also say think about, what are the things you need to survive and thrive from your environment, all right? So not only survive, but thrive. So you need to do well so your environment can stay alive, all right? I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. So 5 minutes to draw the perfect environment to start your civilization. You guys have a group you can talk to about this. You are sitting next to people. Use your group, please. Where are all these people? Stick figures are okay on this one. There you go, yes. Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh yeah, also make some straw houses.
What's all of this?
Trees.
Oh.
Dense forest.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. What's this, Jessica? Huh?
Maybe some fire.
What are you drawing? Those are hills. What's this one? What's this? All right, figure it out. Cassie, if you want, you can also label these. Okay. I see some people have trees. I see some people have, what is this? Crops. What is this? I see some people have water. People are drawing people and fire. What's this? The farm? All right. Make sure you have what you need to make sure that farm grows. What's this one? Oh, like a field? Okay. All right, guys, that is time. All right, so everybody should have a drawing here in this box, yes? I saw everybody drawing, good job. All right, the next thing that we are gonna do is do a partner discussion, all right? The way this one is gonna work though is we're gonna do a 3-step interview, okay? So again, we tried this last week. Yeah. So in your groups, there are 4 of you, and if there are not 4 of you, we will move momentarily. But Janelle and Jordan are going to be my models for today, okay? So sitting down in your groups, all you need to do is talk to first your partner, all right? And you're just going to follow the instructions that I wrote right here for you. So the first thing says, discuss your drawing with your partner. So for example, Janelle is going to tell Jordan what she drew, okay? She's going to say, I drew blank, blank, and blank. This is the perfect environment for a civilization because, all right? So Janelle's going to have 1 minute to tell Jordan what she drew. Then Jordan is going to have 1 minute to tell Janelle what he drew, okay? I drew the perfect civilization including blank, blank, and blank because. If you included trees, if you included rocks, if you included pigs, why? Why did we include those things, all right? Then you're going to write it down. Number 2 is writing it down. What did your partner draw and why? My partner drew blank. So I already have your sentence starter there for you, okay? You're going to tell me what your partner drew. So Janelle is going to write down what Jordan drew. Jordan's going to write down what Janelle drew. And then they're going to explain, my partner's drawing is the perfect environment to start a civilization because. So this is where the why comes in, okay? Why did you draw the things that you drew? When that's all finished, you're going to share your partner's drawing with your group. So now Janelle, instead of just talking to Jordan and Jordan just talking to Janelle, Janelle's going to say to the rest of her group, which is Johan and Darius, Jordan drew this. Jordan drew this because, okay? Any questions? No? All right, I'm still going to walk you through it as we are doing it, all right?
So obviously there's supposed to be little houses, tools, and all that stuff. But I didn't want to write it because we're going out of time. So either way, I drew. What do you mean?
Fire, axe, pickaxe, shovel, currency, religion, gun, leader, their water, TP, house, pig.
So for my perfect civilization, I made like I did like trees. I fell into like they sheltered. I made some crops, and then I'm still making the water. I'm still making the water.
Like very
right here.
And this would be a barn, and this would be a tree and logs. Because how else would they make a fire? I mean,
can I have a few volunteers, please? Can anybody tell me what did they draw or what did their partner draw? Daniel, you're gonna tell me you or your partner? All right, go.
My partner drew fire, water, pig, tool, chief, plants, houses, wood, and religion.
That's a lot of stuff. Give me one thing. Which one do you think is the most important thing that he drew?
The pig.
The pig? Okay. Thank you. Okay, pig is important for food. Taylin.
My partner drew a dense forest, a river, a giant tree they worship, flowers, farmland, animals, life, and some mountains.
Taylin, which one of those do you think is the most important that Cassie drew?
A giant tree they worship.
A giant tree they worship. Would we call that religion, or do you want to just say a tree?
It's something. They found it, there are a bunch of rocks around it, so now they worship it.
I would say religion.
You would say religion? Okay. So, having what everybody drew and what your partner drew, we have a bunch of resources that we're thinking about that needs a perfect civilization, okay? We're going to watch this video that I found on YouTube that talks about how to build a perfect civilization. So we'll see. You're going to tell me, after we watch it, you're going to tell me, was your picture close or no? Yes. While we are watching it, as you are paying attention, you are filling out these 3 boxes right here at the bottom of your paper. It says video notes. List 3 things a civilization needs. Okay? So as you are watching, you're going to tell me at least 3 things that a civilization needs. Cool? All right. Voice level 0, please, while we're watching so everybody can hear.
You've just transcended the laws of time and have been sent back 12,000 years ago to 10,000 BC. Humans have just started figuring out this whole agriculture thing and are growing some plants finally. But you don't want to live in the Stone Age. You want to get back to the life you know. It's time to build a civilization in order for people to start making real things like art, science, and technology.
Not to me.
What do you need, and where should you build it? Well, there are 4 things you should get in order to make your own society. 1, a prime location. 2, a river. 3, a staple crop. And 4, some animals. Humans had already been everywhere on the globe by 10,000 BC, besides some pesky islands and frozen wastelands. As a species, we saw all the real estate there was to see. Earth had a lot to choose from. We could have chose shrublands, Arctic tundras, deserts, jungle-filled mountains, tropical beaches, prairies, or why not build Atlantis and choose the ocean? The problem with all those is they suck to live in. Tundras and deserts are just too cold or hot and dry. Humans require water and not to be constantly battling the temperature to survive. Jungles have a decent temperature and great water supplies, but you know what else likes to live in jungles? Every single other animal out there, including bugs. Sure, we can fight off the occasional tiger attack, but humans can never fight off the swarms of mosquitoes that carry deadly diseases. Jungles are bad. Beaches are not bad at all, actually, except for the fact that you can't grow any food in sand. Okay, so what? Look outwards. There's food in the water, but A, it's 10,000 BC and hunting your own food is so 60,000 years ago, and B, you're never going to support a whole civilization if you rely on chance. I'll give you a village, but you'll never make an empire. That leaves the plains and the shrublands, which frankly are your best bets. Most are livable temperatures, have enough water, and are flat enough to support huge tracts of land for farming. The flatness means you can move the essentials of city building across the land without breaking much of a sweat. It's generally a good thing for you to be able to walk across your own city easily. But walking across your land easily means others can walk across it easily too. It's hard to defend your own town when the enemy can charge full force at you. Okay, we can fix that. Let's just set up some defense. But making huge walls to defend entire nations is hard and not practical. Let's just let nature make the walls for us. Hills and valleys are good. People generally don't climb fast. Mountains are great. If an army tries to attack through a mountain range, then a sizable portion won't even be alive to see the battle. Jungles and deserts are good too. Not a lot of competent leaders would dare march an army through a densely packed jungle or a desert where you don't even have enough water for one person to survive. Water is the best though, especially in ocean. No sane army will travel thousands of kilometers over the ocean just to attack you. Or at least ancient armies. So there you go. You want to look for flat rolling hills defended by mountains and the ocean. Easy, right? Some of the oldest cultures on Earth are from these locations.
All right,
example.
I need 3 volunteers, 1 per box. So what is one thing that we desperately need in our new civilization, Melody?
Water.
Water. Water. Water, water, water. Super, super important, if not the most important. Oh my goodness. Isaiah, what else?
Animals.
Animals? Good. So that one we had, right? Anything else we're missing? Janelle? Lands. Where are we going to live? You need to live somewhere. What else are we missing?
Fire.
Fire. What do we need fire for? Cooking. What else? And heat, right? To keep you warm. Hold on, sweetie. Fire. Tavita, what is it? What do we need?
Tranquilizers to get animals so we can eat.
I don't think we're there yet, sweetie. I don't think we're there yet. Kim, last one. Plants and shelter. So crops are going to be our plants, right? Because we're going to be farming this. And then what I was asking to see if Martin could get there, what are our shelters going to be made out of? What are our shelters going to be made out of? Yeah, wood, trees. Good. All right. Anything that we are missing? Tara, sweetie, can you leave that alone? Thank you. Just leave it there. Thank you. Are we missing anything?
What about like straw houses?
Straw houses? Like in the Little Pigs? That one got blown away though.
What?
All right.
They make sticks. What about sticks?
Sticks? That's where the wood comes in. We are all done with the front of this page, okay? We are going to, we have 15 minutes left before we clean up. Let's see. We will save this backside for Thursday, okay? Thursday. Please triple check that your name is on this paper because I am collecting it and I will hold it for you.